What do we need in our cities to support cooperative development?
PACA, we consider ourselves a co-op of co-ops. We're a nonprofit comprised of staff and board, all and a membership. We're a membership-based organization, and our members are cooperatives from various sectors around the region.
Right now, PACA has over 30 members across worker cooperatives, housing co-ops, food co-ops, keeping it sort of broad enough so folks can feel included.
We're managed through a horizontal management structure run by a staff collective of 4 really dynamic cooperators, and our board is also comprised of our membership. So we're member-led through and through. The place that we're in right now is actually our newest member, another worker cooperative, so we're really expanding. And we provide, obviously, cooperative assistance or cooperative development assistance through technical assistance, connection to funding sources for co-ops. I am currently leading the Study Circles program, which is a community education program focusing on bringing groups of community members together to learn about cooperative principles and cooperative histories in service of growing more co-ops in the Philly area.
The first round was in 2016 with 20 groups. You know, at that point, it was an experiment in some ways.
Fast forwarding about 4 years later, our former executive director, Jamila Medley, sought out the opportunity to bring the program back. We understand that education is a really important phase in cooperative development. It's sort of that pre-development work. So we decided to bring it back specifically with a focus on community and public space through our funding partner, the William Penn Foundation.
We each, as facilitators, had the opportunity to work with 2 different groups or more. I worked with Bartram's Garden and Ralph Brooks Community Garden. I think the biggest insight for the 2 groups that I worked with was getting them to realize that this right here, this studying, this education, this training that we're doing together is a part of the first step of becoming a co-op. One thing that helped us to dive deeper into how to utilize that land, that space, and to own it was to do community asset mapping. So community asset mapping is taking a look at the full picture of a community. So you're able to figure out who's around you individually, institutionally, economically, and how can we all create an ecosystem that flows together better.
All of building is such a passion for me that I enjoy teaching all of these trades. So I make myself the catalyst to giving this trade back. How do I get people who are interested to come and participate in something that can produce more producers?
It struck me that we needed to start to develop a skills base within our organization somehow. When I sort of made the application for Study Circles, my dream was very serious about what I was trying to accomplish was basically to map out how we were going to develop an insulated economy. The economy is a cultural economy, and if you have this, when you have a culture basis, and by that I kind of mean when you can connect with the individual and they find that they have a place and they resonate with a certain set of values and a certain aesthetic even, and a certain way of doing things and a certain feeling, and you can bring them in and they can call someplace home, they will sort of invest in that.
A lot of times, man.
Today, we are going to talk about co-ops and their values and the differences between co-ops and conventional businesses.
What would happen if instead of the owner being this dictator or a group of people who own it up here, what would change about this model if all of these folks became owners of this company?
But in a co-op, you actually have folks who get to vote for, oh, we want a 32-hour work week. Oh, we want higher wages. Oh, we want childcare, right? They get to actually have that direct democratic vote in most cases.
The study circles are great, but hopefully they're a starting point for more community education. The folks who come out of this program are able to take these concepts and ideas back to their neighborhoods, back to their communities, and really start to mobilize folks around these ideas.
There's so much more resourcing and support we can do. So what will it look like for PACA to grow and staff up and have the capacity to both dig deep and grow multiple cooperative seeds?
How can we take care of one another through cooperative development? I think the COVID and the pandemic really prompted people to think in that way and to sort of step out of the day-to-day box that folks were living in before and really think about, okay, what else? There has to be another way of doing things. And cooperative development and the solidarity economy is like, it's right there. And it's something to explore, and I think people were really interested in it.
A lot of times